And I just wanted to say that I am like falling apart, and what's happening to me is pretty much one of those incidences where anything that could go wrong is going wrong. What is good, YouTube? My name is Rossmann. You are watching Tross Film. So there's currently some machinery going on over yonder at the park, so I apologize if it's a little noisier than normal. I just wanted to say a little update, talk a little bit about what I've been doing, because I took a week off YouTube, and then like I put out a video about depression again, and some people are probably like, yo, what's going on with Tross? What's going on with T-Dog? I'm kidding, there's only like 2 people that call me T-Dog. But there's been a collection of sorts that happened as soon as I finished the CrossFit quarterfinals. I mean, I didn't see even during it was challenging. For those that saw my depression video last week, I was been struggling with like a huge wave of my depression, and then I did this like really intense CrossFit competition over the course of like 4 days, and then I became really constipated, had severe stomach pain, and then was getting low sleep after that, and then my depression hit even harder. There was 2 incidences in my family that like were kind of blows to me. One was like extremely sad, the other was like really upsetting, and I basically just was very low. I felt very lonely. I felt like all these things were happening at once. I was not sleeping well. I could not fall asleep past like as early as 1, even though I tried to go to bed at like 9:30, and then I would constantly wake up. I toss and turn. It's like 12:15 a.m. I am so mad, so frustrated, so just completely irritated, because it has been like 2 hours and I have not been able to fall asleep, and this has been happening consistently for like the past 5 nights in a row. This just F's me up. Like it messes with me the next day. I'm not going to recover as well. I'm going to be more sluggish and tired, which is going to have me even less energy. Like it just goes on and on and on and on. And while I'm talking right now, I feel wide stinking awake. And that is just what is so incredibly annoying, because I'm trying to do things that are chill and calm and not crazy, but it's like still doesn't work, still wide awake. I get up, do something else that's like really chill, nonchalant, and then I try again, keep repeating this cycle until I eventually am like drugging myself with like melatonin. I'm drugging myself with like trazodone, some other stuff that I've previously been on for like my insomnia and sleep and stuff like that, and it just is so infuriating. So I just felt like a zombie going through my day-to-day life. Like that last week was horrible. Like it was really excruciating to get up and have to try to just trudge through my day. And honestly, I just feel like nothing. I think that's the hardest part, is just everything I do is like a distraction. The things that bring me joy, things that I really enjoy doing in life, you know, only cover it up for the time I'm doing it. And as soon as I stop, it just hits me again, and I just feel like I have even less energy. And I feel I have even less hope. The way I would describe it is like I was in a sand dune, just like complete sand desert, and I didn't know which way was forward, I didn't know which way was back, and every time my foot would go forward, it would just sink down slowly. And then I'd try to get the other foot going, but it would just sink down slowly. And that's what I felt like I was doing during my day-to-day life. I just felt like I was just trying to move forward, but I barely could, because I just kept sinking down and sinking down. So basically, the only thing I look forward to in my day is training and working out. And then once it's done, it's just back to everything else. And I basically just feel like I'm twiddling my thumbs until tomorrow, until I get to work out again. But it's like I can't work out every day, because I need to actually recover and rest. So the days that I am most afraid of are the days I actually take off from the gym to physically rest. But that sucks, because, you know, going to the gym and working out, it's like my one distraction. It's like my one escape from all of the madness inside my head. So I'm scared for that. So basically we're back now, And is it still prevalent? Yeah, but some things have worked themselves out better than others. One of the things that have worked out better is I've been actually able to get a little bit more sleep. So I feel a little bit more stable in that sense of like walking. Like I feel more physically normal-ish, but my depression's still prevalent and it's still challenging for me to really do a lot. Like one of my friends is not really doing well right now either, and I don't know, like it's just so my head's still spinning. Like I still have a lot of thoughts that are constantly going, and some of them are negative, some of them are like about random stuff and whatnot. There's been a lot of weird stuff also happening. Like I sliced my thumb open the other day cutting a tomato, and then the very next day I stabbed my finger with a knife during like when I was trying to make food. Again, I'm like, what are the odds of this happening? It just is like the weirdest time for me right now. And I think it's so weird for me, and I usually get like this during the season of spring. And I remember the first counselor I had, his name was Ryan. He really talked a lot about analogies because I really love analogies. And the analogy that he used is like getting through a mental illness and like talking about, you know, really deep, dark things and your inner demons and really heavy stuff is kind of like spring, because, you know, during spring, it's a transition from winter to summer, and there's times when it's super sunny and like 70, and it's just a gorgeous, beautiful day, and then the very next day it could be like 30 and snowing. I mean, we had like this weird freak snow thing that happened. Last week it was super rainy, but then it got super warm one day and it was like 70, and it's like up and down and up and down and up and down, kind of like the stock market too, kind of a way. And that's kind of what I'm like right now, where there's days where I feel really good and I'm like, hey, I'm actually doing better. Like last night I got the first night of actual sleep. I got like 7 hours of sleep, which is the most, like I've literally been getting around 5 hours of sleep per night, and it's been really sporadic. And so getting like 7 hours of sleep makes a huge difference. And I actually felt like, oh, that's like a little up, like it's 65 degrees, you know? And then the very next day I just like couldn't fall asleep till like 2. And it's just like, you know, I'm just like, oh, for the love of Pete. And so it's definitely been up and down all around. So there's a lot of things I still want to edit. I feel like I keep saying this, and the reason I keep saying that there's so much content that I have is because it's true. I have so much content. I just don't have the capacity to edit it. We're going to try to do our best, and I'm just going to upload videos because, again, this is my channel and this is who I am. Like, I'm random. There's lots of things going on. There's lots of interests that I have, and some days I feel really good and want to upload a really fun, upbeat, chill video about longboarding or something. And then the next day, you know, I'm really not doing that well and I just want to have real talk with you like this. And then sometimes I have like my brain stimulating with like business ideas and thoughts of like improvement and like self-care and, you know, blah, 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 stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I want to tell you, I want to talk with you and have a conversation. And then there's other days I just want to do, you know, like so many random things. So I just want to say, like, I do genuinely appreciate everyone that like is still supportive of me and my channel, especially during this time that's really hard for me. That means a lot. It means a lot. I want you to know that. And, you know, the patience to kind of get through this, but it's a roller coaster, just like life and everything like that. And so I do genuinely appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch. As always, my name is Tyler, and I will catch you on my next adventure. Peace out from the red chair in the front yard. I'm actually getting really cold because it's chilly out here. All right, anyways, peace out. Watch out.